Hello, hello, hello. What's going on with this shitty lighting? I'm just gonna take off my camera, guys. I'm super. Actually, let me see if we're better with this lighting, guys. Like, this lighting's super better. Great, good, good, good. Yeah, earlier it was dark as heck. So let's get it. What up, where we out here?
What up, though?
Let's get it. So tonight I definitely wanted to see what's going on with the market. Oh, let me make sure I don't die over here. Where my
Don't lie now.
right, where my charger? Hold on, y'all. Get that. Ugh. All right, let's get it better. Like I'm at my mother's house. She's like putting me in her room closet, like all these clothes everywhere. Like she said, I guess I'll move some of my clothes around for you.
Oh,
I'm
it's all
like,
good.
better woman. No, I'm just playing. But I'm super, super grateful that even if I visit my mother, even if I go abroad, wherever I go, I am able to tap into the markets. Like I'm super grateful that I know something like this, and I'm super grateful that I'm even able to share my journey with you guys here in the Real Millionaire Friends group, and taking this to a whole nother level in the sense of expanding and being able to share, financial literacy in many ways, such as investing and trading. And so tonight, I definitely want to let's just see if we can maybe potentially get some movement. I wasn't really trading today. Um, yeah, like Whitney was saying earlier, like actually you could tell now, or wait, my bad. That the what was the question? Like it was just a lot going on in the market today, and it was just like choppy and like wasn't moving how we wanted to. And usually during the afternoon, I don't even like tapping into the market, and that's we were talking about with Nas 100 these sell-offs, which which yeah, order filled, which was a fail for me. And I'm glad I didn't really take too many lots. But
Same.
that fallout was not it. So here, let me share some trading views. I was looking at it. Woo. Uh-oh. Timers for everything, guys. I was making cookies, so let me go get those. Which I shouldn't even be eating cookies right now. But check this out, guys, while you listen to this. Ugh. I don't know. Let's look for Nas. I was looking at Bitcoin earlier. Hey, hey, oh, oh, oh. Let's do. Um, I like the index. Let's see. Let's see. The indexes are sometimes the waves. So check this out. Just for a moment. Look at that 5 minute. Yeah, I cannot. I don't know. Uh-oh. All right. So if you look at that real quick, usually I don't um really dwell on markets that I don't really utilize, which is NAS 100. But it is the twin of US 30 in a sense of twinning, meaning the market moves pretty similar. And let's look at US 30. So as you can see, playing around right now, meaning a lot of consolidation. And, that could be market manipulation. That could be our broker manipulation, meaning uh it can also be news manipulation, meaning that any of those things that are happening could make the market move a certain way. It's the fourth quarter now, October. I'm just going to say it's October technically in the markets. And the last 4 months are usually broker manipulation. Broker manipulation is so like prominent at this season right now, meaning holiday season. So a lot of the market and what you see is not really what's going on, because the broker is trying to get some last minute year wins. And most brokers not sway. So if you have sway, you're in good hands. But if you don't have sway, I don't know everyone, but most brokers be trying to get traders to lose because that's how they make their money. That's how they profit. Most brokers. Now with Sway, the reason why they don't win like that and make their money with us losing, they actually did the opposite of the owners and creators, did the opposite of us winning and trading profits into them being able to profit as well. So that's why, with them, it may play a part in this kind of time of the year, meaning a lot of holidays, a lot of things that's going on in our society and around the world, to where the market could be, you know, choppy. It couldn't be no smooth, real big positions. It might be a little bit of breakouts, but not going back to price once before. It might just continue going through and not doing what it needs to do. It might play a different role right now. And so right now, you just have to be patient. I know I was talking to my guy earlier. He was just saying like, he trades and then he loses his money the next maybe two trades, and at this time period, that probably is happening to a lot of people, a lot of traders, because, it's not consistent. So when you do have a good trade day, maybe just call it a quits for the rest of the week. Okay, and just say I made what I want. I'm comfortable making 500 for the week. Like, if you're not, maybe one more day and then maybe call it quits. But what I'm saying is that consistency may not be on the plate right now. It could be very inconsistent with making money, in the market. But that's why big time traders, $1 million traders, they do one trade and say, I'm done for 3 months. Like, so think about that. Their one trade probably made them 300K. Okay. That one trade maybe made them $1 million. So yeah, no problem. Appreciate you being here. Um, but as far as market movement, let's see, US 30. So it did fall back. And again, I'm on a 5 minute. 5 minute, for if you're new to the channel, 5 minutes are usually when I look at when to enter. What is the market really doing at this particular moment of time? And right now, it's moving a little bullish, a little going a little up. We'll see if we can break out of this higher high, previous higher high. And if we do break price at 42, let's just say 330. If we do break price above here, we could potentially see buys. But broaden that out, 4 hour. So we've already broken that higher high once before, right here. So we could do it again and go back down. Who knows? Right now, US 30 is in a uptrend. So I would personally buy to that next price point or even go up a little more up here to finish out that candlestick, possibly. But yeah, there's potential for a little buy, but not really enough to really say, oh, I want to hop in so bad. I probably would have hopped in better down here at that wick, but we missed it. I used to go crazy because I missed the trade and be like, I gotta go back and go get it. No, Emotional check. I'm straight. Like running after it's like running after a girl, running after her. But what? I'm gonna wait for another one. But no, I'm just saying, like, you just wait for that next opportunity to come.
Yo, that was an amazing analogy, bro. I
I
almost choke on my coconut water.
mean, I'm just saying, like, everyone can relate to that, right? Like, might change
Yep.
you,
It be
like,
like that.
so and it will. The next opportunity probably gonna be the best opportunity to hop in there. If it's a DM or if it's the market, you never know. Okay, so just always keep those opportunities open, right? And for me, I honestly am not messing with US 30 for the rest of the week. US 30 is definitely a holiday market, meaning that it follows the holidays. And also, actually losing my train of thought a little. I was going to talk about news earlier. Type in news. Oh my God. Forex Factory. Have you ever heard of it? If you have, then you have been taught the sauce. If you haven't, this is some OG sauce right here. To where if oh, this is my song. Mm. But this is where you'll find all what you need to know what's happening in the markets right now. Meaning, is it going to be good for me to trade Great Britain or euros, or like is it good for me to trade the yen? Is it good for me to even tap into my US 30, meaning like is the US doing something crazy out here right now? Like is unemployment is it Black Friday? Is it unemployment happening? All these little things that's about to happen is going to be a whole bunch of red folders everywhere. So right now, yellow folders, Monday, it's not looking too crazy. Let's do a week breakout. Let's filter. Let's do. Should I do the whole week? Oh yeah, right here. Oh no, this week. So let's do the whole week. So we got a couple red folders. 2 days about to be lit. I want to show you all colors. I usually filter it to just show me red folders. So if you have to filter right here, right? You can filter to show you just red folders. But I want to show you guys all of it just so you guys get the context on like there's so much happening right now. And just to be informed, just period, I don't watch the news. This is literally my news to understand what's happening in the financial world, right? And understanding that, it plays a big part. Like some of this stuff, it's like cotton sale, like it'd be some weird stuff on here, vehicle sales, like construction spending, like what? Who thinks of this stuff? But for me, I like knowing all this type of things because of things I want to tap into in this world. And just knowing all this type of stuff is really informative. Spanish unemployment change, like, just little things you never thought about that you can tap in to see here. And so we got a few red folders. US is on fire right now. So that could actually also benefit us seeing red folders. It's two options, buy or sell. The reason why I don't really like to tap into the market during this time is because I don't really know which way it will go. But if we see a lot of red folders for US, that could be a little flag in our head saying, okay, US probably ain't gonna be that strong in the market right now. So let's maybe play against it. So whatever market is with USD, go to that market, go the opposite way. So right now, no great GJ, it's no USD in there. Let's see. I don't even trade USD markets because it'd be unpredictable. I only got my top three, but lately I've been going to other markets, so let's just get some examples real quick. So exactly, great example right here. So if you ever look at the markets, buy, sell. So the USD to the Canadian dollar, buy, sell. So right now it is on a high point, right? US 30 is going up. It was, but now this week we can see it probably doing something like this because it was strong, but we got a lot of red folders coming up. So the next few days, we probably gonna be falling. We probably come up a little bit more, fill out probably up here. It's already have my lines already up here because I'll be marking out almost every market you see on this side. Matter of fact, let's close it so we can broaden it out. So and like I just said, USD got a lot of red folders, so we can play on that and say, well, let's go Canadian way and sell off for the next couple days. That's an idea. That's something we can mark up, and it looks like it's gonna be that way anyway. So that was a great example of showing you the news can play a part in you helping yourself in the actual market too. So yeah, always tap into the news to answer some of the questions you probably have for yourself, like when you're looking at the market, like why it look like this? What's going on? It's moving like molasses. So so I say also certain markets such as gold, right? Gold is a jewel. It's a metal. So we are selling a lot of gold right now, selling off right now because we're getting ready to give gifts. We're getting ready to, look nice. New Year's buying it for ourselves, looking nice for Thanksgiving. Like we're a lot of things are being transactional right now. So I play that into how I look at the market as well. Real life situations to where that can relate on how I look at it. So right now it was at a higher high. This is one of my top three markets I look at, by the way, is gold. And yeah, it's definitely doing what I expect it to do, which is continuously sell off. This is a daily time frame right here. So I look at the time frames different time frames differently because I'm trying to understand the focusedness on where I'm going. So for daily time frames, I look at that to understand the also long-term movement. So 5 minute, this is where we enter. What is it looking like right now? 5 minute. Probably maybe enter when it get around here. I don't know yet. Maybe if it get up here, I may enter again. I don't know yet. But 5 minute is consolidate. It's not really doing much. I may wait a few more hours. By the way, it's I didn't even think about it, but it's early in the East Coast. I mean the West Coast. I didn't even think about the time frame. I'm so funny right now. I was supposed to do this at 12 a.m. East Coast time, but who cares? We're here. But at the end of the day, right now, this is not the time period I would ever trade in. I would trade around for if I was at California, I would trade around 10, 11 o'clock, see where this is doing. Because around that time, we're in pure London session, and that's around 2 for me here to like 2, 1. Um, so yeah. So just to give you an idea on where the market, um, appreciate it. Let's see if the market gonna go to the top or to the bottom. We gotta see in the next few hours, and we will determine that around that time because London session for me is like gold, literally. It's like the time periods really play a part in how the market moves, and that's why we do it during those times. So yeah, again, yeah, I was supposed to do this later because it's not London session right now. It's East Coast time frame, and I'm early. But anywho, so we're gonna definitely look for. Let me see. We're gonna look for this for right now. Let me put this here. See what this looks like on a bigger time frame. If it looks right. We'll make note of it. Let's see. Hmm, it's possible. That's possible. Now, this after this goes up, right? Not right now. I wouldn't enter right now. I'm waiting for this to maybe get around here, or if it stays around this area, we'll maybe enter for a sell for a little bit and maybe come back down. Why do I see that? Because of previous market movement and what it's doing right now. It's falling, straight fall. We saw it on a daily time frame. Now we're on a 1 hour now. We see all the movements up and down, up and down. We see all the W's and M's. W, well, right here, W, go up a little. W, ugh, right? Now we see all that, and now we're trying to play with it as well. So we want to catch that come down. It's already going up, not chasing it. We're gonna wait for the next pullback. So we're gonna wait for it to get to a point of support. And if it resists at this point, we will enter. If it breaks that, we'll wait for this next area. If it resists that, we will enter for another fall. So we'll wait for that to see. That probably won't happen for another few hours. So it might be New York session, who knows? But I'm definitely gonna wait for that. That's gonna be a great little buy, or I mean good sell. And actually we've been waiting for this sell for about a week. So last week was great. We waited for it. We got a few of that pull downs, but those pullbacks kind of messed us up if you was trying to do a long-term sell. But if you kept it and did an exit the market, you probably got some profits right now from last week. But I exit that, I think, when it right here, and it pulled back, I said nope, exit. And then I think I didn't come back in the market again. I think maybe around here. I don't even think I took another trade last week. I was traveling. So nope, I did not. But if I did, I would have answered again right here. But yeah, so guys, we're gonna see and wait for that sell. So that's gold. I'll send that in the chat. And if you guys ever want to recap on this video, by the way, it's gonna be on our YouTube. You can always look at the recording. So and the last third market that I tap into is GJ, Great Britain Pound, to the Japanese yen. And I didn't really see too much folders of the Great Britain, but I saw some yen up in there. Not too much reds, so not really tripping. And it's usually very consistent. It's the only why I chose to choose what? The only reason why I chose to trade those three was because of the consistent movement of those markets. To me, every other market is very indecisive. Like one day Euro would be on some like, oh, I'll buy for you. I'll continuously show you some uptrends. Then it just hits you like it just falls to the ground the next few hours, and you're like, bro, like you looked like you was gonna be on some consistent growth here, but but you never know what the market to do. But I just know these three have never steered me too much wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just stick with them for now. But so yeah, so let me answer your question real quick. I love the enthusiasm here. I would speak this question out loud, but why are trades active like when you see it go on the pullback? Okay, I can ask the second part. He said like what when you knew to get out on gold to pull back on the pullback, what time frame were you on and what were you looking at happen when you pulled out? Let's go back. So you're asking, look at why your trade is active. Why your trade is active, right? So for instance, me and my group, we were, I think during New York session, it was a little before New York session. I was up already, about to go to sleep. But my homie was like, yo, it's time to take sales, time to take sales. So I'm like, all right, let's check this out. So I think I entered around here on this candle. And so it fell all the way down here. And during this time, this particular candlestick, remember this is an hour candlestick, so I think I'm on a 5 minute. So let's highlight this area so I'll come back to it. Matter of fact, where am I? Here, I'll highlight this area so we can look at it on a 5 minute. See how much this little space on this big time frame is on a smaller time frame. Okay, first of all, let's back the heck up. All right, so right here. So all of that. So I had so much time to look at the market and like be able to know like, okay, It's moving, it's turning the color I got on here is blue. So I'm like, okay, my wick turning blue. Close out candle before that. I know my candlesticks, so I've studied this book. I'll tap it in, I put it in the group so you can tap in with me about the books and knowing your candlesticks. But I think right around here, I was like, okay, let's pull it back a little. I'm a I'm a wait for it, but I think I had a stop loss around this area. So again, when you are in the market, right, and you're in an active trade, first of all, I'm a day trader, meaning I don't go to sleep when my trades are open. I've experienced too many trauma thoughts, too many trauma experiences to go to sleep at this moment of time in my trading career. So I have a rule. So I will close out all my trades and never have overnight trades. So I'm always awake with my trades. I'm always actively looking at what's going on. So, and that's also can be considered a scalper, meaning I'm just quickly taking entries and exiting, but I wouldn't call myself a scalper because sometimes my trades don't just be in 5 or 30 minutes, it'd be sometimes few hours. So I call myself a day trader. Day trader. I hate saying that freaking word, so I call it just day trader. But it is a word, but look it up. But I say that to say, like, when you see these pullbacks with your live trade, you have to also be able to actively move your stop loss into profit. So you have a top profit, you have a stop loss, and you have your entry. Obviously, you enter the market, you can be a buy limit, sell limit, or if you entered market executions, whatever you did, you have to have an entry. And you also have to have an area of where you exit in profit, which is your top profit, and you have to have an area of where you want to exit just in case you lose your money. Now, if you lose your money, you can be in profit with losing your money. Like in instance, it goes the opposite way of the direction of what your trade is. For instance, in this example, as you sell, you're going down. So if it goes up and hits a certain area of that stop loss, it will exit the market and whatever profit you exit that market in. And so always having a stop loss in profit after you enter your market execution and you're in profit, move your stop loss out of, out of negative into profit. So you will exit with some profits and never a loss. Okay. I never lose a trade anymore because I'm always moving my stop loss. I'm watching it. I'm moving it actively. So for instance, if you're right here, you enter the market up here, watch my blue line. You enter the market, it continues going down, goes down, and you get to this area. You've moved your stop loss from maybe above here to now right here because now the market has entered profit because you entered from this level to now it's here and you have moved your stop loss. So if it went back up, right, it won't because it already exit for you. Now, for instance, if it you entered again and it continued or you never exit, you left your stop loss up here. So for instance, your stop loss, let's move this red line so you get an example. Stop loss was up here and you enter the market right around this area with the blue line and it falls, it falls, it falls, and it gets to this area. You're entered the market, you're still in it. You move your stop loss from negative into profit. And so now if it goes back to this area, right, of where you exit before, around this area where you put your stop loss before, and it goes back up, you can exit. The market will exit with profits instead of you exiting all the way back up here with losses if it did go back up there. Now, it never went all the way up there. That was a great entry. Shout out to my boy Kev. But at the end of the day, always move your stop loss into profit. Okay? That's the number one rule that I've changed for myself as well as never sleeping. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. And unfortunately, we're actually short on time now. I don't want to have this video too long, but I also hopefully answered your question. And knowing that whenever there's a pullback, you should always be secure because you move your stop loss into profit. Okay, so also um, real quick with GJ, let's look at it. Matter of fact, hold on, go back. Let's see. All right, so DJ, I say again, we're gonna wait for it. Not chasing 4 hour, too broad. Let's bring it back an hour. Maybe I could keep it at 4 hour, give us a solid understanding. So let's finish out our W right here, come back down. So let's give me a little short. All right, now remember, we're waiting for it to come up. So we're probably not going to wait until we see something like this. Maybe even out. It's never perfect, but you never know. You come back down. Right. It might even do this, give you something else to think about. It may take forever, right? It might just do a little song. And then it's going to go all the way back down here. Right? Where it previous was. Because now it was going up, but now it has to fall back down and fill out all this black space. That's why I already got my lines up because I know it's going to come back to these particular areas. So hopefully that was very helpful for tonight's looks. And I'll plug all this into the chat for you guys. And thanks guys for hopping on tonight's call. I might change the time if that's convenient for everybody. But let me know in the chat. And yeah, y'all have a good night and see y'all next time.